Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Very good episode of One Piece, I have to say. Very good episode. 577. This was called The Ambition of Z. Z's Ambition. Pretty much what happened in this episode was fights. Majority of it was the fight on that area that they were on. Marunga, Vice Admiral, against Zoro, and Luffy against Shunzo. I don't know if you guys know, Shunzo is part of the Neo Navy. And pretty much the logistics of the fight, the Marunga against Zoro, that was epic. That was like, holy shit. You know, Zoro really just proved that, even though this is filler, I kind of want to see what Zoro can do later on against the Navy. Even though this is filler. Even though. So, that was an awesome fight. It was just fantastic. Basically, he's fighting him. Luffy's fighting Shunzo. Shunzo was very powerful against Luffy. Even the Gear Second couldn't do anything against Shunzo. And I'm like, whoa. Crazy. In the beginning, we had the Neo Navy again attacking the Navy, and they're fighting. And Luffy couldn't do Gear Second against him, so he did Haki. And Shunzo was surprised, Haki and everything. And Zoro brought out the 36-pound cannon, did against Marunga, and Marunga got pushed back. I was like, whoa, That fight's going back and forth. Then the Neo Navy started trying to attack, while Sanji was doing a roundhouse on the Navy and the Neo Navy. The Neo Navy soldiers were trying to attack and kill Franz Pan. And then Robin came in with a clutch to knock them out. And they didn't shoot at him, they shot in the air. And while this is all going on, and then, Brooks there scaring the members of the Navy. While this is going on, Nami's looking at the these streams coming out of the water. And everyone's surprised. She's wondering why is this happening, and she's thinking that this is one of the phenomenons of this sea, and apparently, the story is that this is probably going to hit one of the warships, and she informs everybody about it. And she informs, oh man, this is funny. When Usopp and Chopper are like, oh no, he was freaking out. Like the knock-up stream when they went to Skypiea, but it's not exactly like the knock-up stream. The knock-up stream would send them all the way to Skypiea, into the sky. This stream doesn't do that. It's powerful, but not as powerful as that. So she's telling everybody, Usopp and everyone else that's near there to get out of Dodge because they're going to get hit by it. So she comes up with a plan to get Chopper, Robin out of there. They meet up with Nami. And while that's going on, they're going to meet up with Nami. Nami meets up with Frankie and discusses how they can get Franz Pan on the ship. And at the moment, he doesn't know. But after they get Usopp in and everything, they get on the ship. She does find out a way. And the way to do it, supposedly, is to use the anchors. So she is going to use, Frankie's going to use the anchors onto the raft and basically pull them in. And he does it to hook it up onto the raft while everyone's fighting, and Sanji's there, and he tells her it's on and everything, and so on and so forth. And she's going to use the stream that's coming out of the water to get the raft up there, and the Sunny up there as well, and just do a cub to burst and get out of their dodge. So what ends on happening is, while this entire time, Luffy and Zoro are still fighting. This is one moment I thought it was awesome. Like, they talk back to Luffy and Zoro, and they say at the same time. I forgot what they said at the same time. I think they said really, or something. They said it at the same time. I thought it was funny as fuck. So they're continuously fighting Shunzo and Momonga. Now, both these guys can do the airwalk, which I found very interesting. So, while they're doing the airwalk, while they're fighting, Frankie wheels them in, does the coup de burst, and they get the hell out of there. But before they get out of there, Shunzo throws a dagger at the log, one of the logs from the raft, and he obviously can determine their location. And while this is going on, he's continuing his fight with the Navy, and I think he beats them, pretty much annihilates them, beats them to a point. And he gets back in his ship, and is about to go look for them with the Neo Navy. And then at that point, we get a flashback with Shunzo of when he fought Ein-chan. Ein is, Ein, can't even say that name right, is another member of Z's Neo Navy. Because that's Master Z, the former admiral of the Navy, who has the Neo, who's in charge of the Neo Navy. And it's a fight that he had with Ein, where, and I don't think he's a devil fruit user, Shunzo. I think it's more that he's got these iron ability. I think it's hockey. That's what I think he uses. But I could be wrong. I don't know the full extent of his ability, because he uses iron and he's got these whirly arms and he goes, he attacks Ein. And during the fight that was going on for like 5 hours, it's really crazy. He attacks her, but gets sent to the ground, misses her, and she does this move where she touches the ground and turns the sand into a solid, freezes the sand, and points a gun at him. And he's like, "Oh, you damn devil fruit user!" And I'm thinking to myself, what's her devil fruit? Because I don't know who Ein could fight among the Straw Hats. I mean, I think she's very, really powerful. I would say that she would fight, because she can use her legs a lot, Sanji, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And basically, he lost, and now he contemplates, in this flashback, he contemplates to himself, after the flashback, he contemplates to himself, that, oh, she's right hand of Z right now, but I'm going to be, if I manage to do this. I manage to catch Franz Pond again. He'll consider me higher than she is. Then we go back to the Straw Hats, and pretty much what's happening is Chopper's fixed up Franz Pond. They are located in a reef, away from everyone else, away from the Navy, and he wants him to cook food for him, the heavenly food, and then Sanji hits him on top of the head into the ground and says, "Are you out of your mind? He's hurt, and why would you do that?" And everything. And he tries to get up, Franz, saying, "I have to cook for him and everything, thank him." And then Chopper says, "No, you can't, you're hurt and everything." And apparently Lily, she stole some food. So she stole some food, and it seems like they can cook it, that he can cook it for them. He's going to do that. And he says, you know, Sanji's gonna help, Luffy's gonna help, and everything. And Zoro's looking at her like this. You know, she's talking about food and sake. It's like, I thought it was funny. So, alcoholic. Likes his sake. And that's what happens there. And then we get, apparently, Shunzo and the Neo Navy. They have tracked them down. Ready to attack them and attack them with torpedoes. But there's a problem. They don't have any torpedoes. Or bombs. So he's wondering what he's going to do. And then all the soldiers among the Neo Navy that are with him, they're all saying the same thing. We will, you know, he's saluting them and everything. And he's going to, where are your torpedoes, sir? They're basically giving their lives for the Neo Navy. And he's really touched by it. It was like a really touching moment for them. I think so. Like, you know, it's... And they're ready to die for him. And he's like, come back. Oh, you're the pride of the Neo Navy and everything. And that thing. And then he says, fire the torpedoes. And then you just see the ships going straight. And they're aiming for the Straw Hats. So, yeah, that's pretty much where it ended. This episode. So, overall, I'm going to give this a 4.5. 4.5 out of 5. Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good for One Piece filler. I like this filler. It's very interesting. Very entertaining. I want to know what that girl, Ain, what is her abilities? What is her devil fruit? Because it interests me a lot. Because it would be very interesting to find out if her devil fruit was like earth or sand. Because we have crocodile. But according to what I saw from her ability, it might be something with earth-related properties as far as the devil fruit is concerned. So, yeah. But overall, 4.5 out of 5. Pretty damn good episode of One Piece. I really enjoyed it. Tell me what you guys think. Comments below. Rate, comment, subscribe to the story. I really dig the fight. The fights with Zoro's and Luffy's fights were fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to see more for next week. It's probably going to be awesome. Definitely going to be awesome to see how they get out of this situation. And, yeah. That's pretty much it. And it seems like Robin also in this episode, was questioning who these people were. Even she didn't know, which I find surprising, because Robin knows most of the things. And it's surprising that she didn't know who these people were of the Neo Navy. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Pretty damn good episode, and can't wait for next week. Should be interesting. I can't wait to see Ain-chan. Ain. She looks interesting among Z's subordinates. She looks very interesting. I can't wait to see her go all out. It should be very interesting. And that's pretty much it, people. So this has been Bonkai 922. I'll see you guys later. Good episode of One Piece. This filler, don't know what you're missing. Watch the filler. It looks great. Great filler. Come on. Gotta give it for the filler. So yeah. Also, I might do some verses today and later today, so look out for that. And that's pretty much it. This has been Bonkai 922. I'll see you guys later. Zoro and Luffy were fucking awesome in this episode. See ya.